we saw that Matriza was not in the lineup. Can you give an update onto his health and if that's a concern going forward? And just it seems again you have possession there. There's a lot of good, but the goals aren't coming. How frustrating is that?
Mitri is he get a hit in the last training before the game and had to go off and were not available today. But I don't think it's in a big thing, so hopefully he can be available to next game. And as you say, it's frustrating, you know, that I think today we have quite a bit more chances than the opponent, and we don't score, and they get the chance and put it in, and then we are not effective enough in what we're doing. So it's I'm a little bit sad for the hard work that players and everybody had put in that we didn't get any points today. But there's a lot of good things to take from the performance. We are much more disciplined as a team. We defend good. We almost not concede chances, and we created 4 or 5 big chances. So we just need to be better to create more, but also put the ball in the net. That's quite important in the football.
Great. Michael Linder.
Ronny, during the preview press conference, you talked about players having confidence on the field and in their positions. I'm curious, when you made the substitutions, did you see the same level of confidence in the players that came on the field as versus the starting 11?
We did play the diamond in the end when we made substitutions. We played a diamond in the midfield and 2 strikers. So I think we created chances the last 15 minutes as well, but we couldn't put the ball in the net. So of course, when you come on from the bench, it's more hard to get in and get that confidence. But they worked hard. But it's important now in the future as well that we have players that can come in and make a difference. So in the end, 15 last minutes, we have 2-3 big chances, and we should put one of them into the net.
Okay. Glenn Crooks.
Hey, Ronny. On the attacking side of things, you know, I know you've pretty well stated it, but beyond the frustration, what is it that you maybe see or can calculate that is the next step to maybe creating more chances or even finishing them?
I think second half we created a lot. The first half an hour was stressful. I think it was 2 teams that went both ways and lost the ball a lot. But after the last 15 minutes of the second half and into the second, we start doing what we agreed to do: switch the play, double up on the sides, get crosses, get situation inside the box, and we need to do that more consistently. That's still we are forcing the ball too much forward in areas that is tight instead of switching to the other side and then come out in a good way. But I think second half we did that a lot of times, and we had some big chances there. So it's about getting that last finish. And if you create 4 or 5 chances in these games, it's really hot. We have more chances than the opponents. We will win football games in the end. But it's right now. It's frustrating, of course, to sit with 0 points.
Okay, Ryan.
You spoke earlier this week about how your team's is too emotional at times, especially when misfortune happens. They have tough situations. How do you feel they responded to going down the goal today?
I think much better than we had done earlier. So I think we're still working hard. We keep them from our goal all the time, and we created some chances as well. And that's how we have to do. You know, hard times happening in football, individually and also as a team, and you have to deal with it. And then you have to stuck with the plan and execute that to get some other messages. So I think we looked more structured as a team in the whole game today. If they had maybe 2 chances, that's something you can live with. But we want to create more than we did today.
Great. John Rojas.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you. Coach, when it comes with the substitutions and all the situations that you have to manage in this tournament, are they more related to take care of the minutes of the players and prevent injuries, or more to the tactical side? How much it plays out?
It's we didn't have anybody that I was thinking before the game that we have to take off, and that's a positive thing. So it's more a tactical thing. Maxi went off because of he gets something in his quad, and that hopefully that's not too big, but he needed to go off. And the other was tactically to get fresh legs on the pitch and try to create chances and goals.
Okay, Ryan, you want to go again? I think you said you had a question, but if not, okay, Dylan.
Yeah, Ronnie, it's such a unique situation you're in here and playing in this environment. A two-parter. One, is there anything that you can take from this experience that you think can help you moving forward in the tournament? And as you know, with these group stages, if a result doesn't come in the first one, it kind of puts so much more pressure, right, on the next game. Is the game against Orlando now a must-win?
Walk the line. That's the most important for me. We're working on a style of play and how we want things. We're improving. We haven't yet get the results that we wanted, so we just keep on improving the things we are doing. And to do that down here, we're gonna have a lot to take with us back to New York. So I'm enjoying training and playing matches. Good to feel sitting on the side and see what you have been training on, and now we have to evaluate and go on and keep on working. And must win, of course. It's if we want to have it in our own hands, we need to win the next game. If we draw, then it's not in our hands, but it's still a possibility then. But we are of course going to want to win and go for 3 points in the next game.
Thanks, Ronnie.
Michael Ender.
Ronnie, you were supposed to play FC Dallas in a scrimmage, but that was obviously canceled when you changed your flight plans down there. So this was probably the first full 90-minute game you've been able to see the team play. Do you think, based on how they played today, you're going to make any changes for the game that's coming up against Orlando?
We have
Tactically?
That's hard to say, but of course, if you play a game before in this environment, you will be more prepared. But that was not possible. And is one thing is important now in the times we have now is to be flexible and deal with the changes, because that's happening all the time. And I think the players have done really, really good in that, and they worked really hard today. It was really hot, and as I said, I'm sad and disappointed that we don't get anything out of the game, because I think we deserve that today.
Okay, we'll do two more. We'll do Glenn and then John. Glenn, go ahead.
Yeah, Ronnie, how are you going to adjust training? Just curious. I know you've been going in the mornings now just to prepare for this. What is how does that change? These times are, and then you do 10:30 and then 8. So all different kinds of things.
We're gonna train in the morning tomorrow, and then we're gonna have a day off, and then the day after we start training in the night again. So then we're gonna change the time of training to one day we're gonna train late, and the 2 others we're gonna train. I think it's 7 o'clock. So we have to change the time now and make ourselves ready for that. I think I was in the game yesterday and watching this totally different climate, and much more easy to move in that heat was yesterday in the night, and it was now in the morning. So we have to adapt to that.
Do you think the early morning kickoff had an impact on either team today? Did you sense that it was a struggle because of that?
Of course, it's like it goes slower, of course, and you have to be more disciplined, and you have to try to keep yourself together and compact, because if you get stretched and just go from side to side, it's going to be a bad football game. So maybe fun to watch, but bad to look on as a coach. So I think it was a tight game today. I think there were two teams that was two good teams, and you can see that there was not so many chances. So when it was so hot, I think both teams was quite compact and handled the heat good.
Okay, John, last question.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Ronny?
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you. I think it's a matter of hours that the league is going to be announcing that Nashville is not going to compete in the tournament. Are you being aware of that in terms of preparation? Does this change for you the way you face the group stage, or it doesn't matter for you guys?
Yeah, we are aware of it. So if that happens, we are ready to adapt to that.